Okay, now let's look at some of the terms that we use in cutting machines, specifically in double head saws. The first one is MX or ordinary. MX or ordinary, when you have this word along with the name of the machine, then it means that the right head movement is by a hand wheel. Let's see a video for this kind of a machine. That's a double head saw, and this is the hand wheel which will be used for making the right head move out or in. That's the movement. So any machine that has the name MX or ordinary attached to it, it means that the right head movement is by this hand wheel. The measurement is on a linear scale which is fixed on the bed of the machine, and one can see how much is the distance between the left head, which is fixed, and the right head, which is mobile. You could also have a digital readout instead of a linear scale to measure the distance. The next word that we use is swing. So if you have the word swing, it means the heads for the double head cutting machine swing outwards as well as inwards. All LGF machines by default, the heads tilt outwards to plus 45 degrees. But when you have the name swing attached to the name of the machine, then it means that the heads tilt outwards not only to 45 degrees but also inwards to minus 45 degrees. Specifically, swing machines are used for cutting UPVC. Let's have a look at the video. You see the heads are tilting outwards. This is plus 45 degrees. Now, all the machines, as I said, by default would tilt outwards. The heads would tilt outwards like this. This is at 90 degrees, and now when the head tilts inwards to minus 45 degree, that's the right head tilting, that's the left head tilting, and when the machine is capable of tilting the heads inwards to minus 45, the name of the machine will have the word swing attached to it. Digit. A digit machine is one in which the right head movement is motorized. Contrary to the MX or the ordinary machine where the right head movement is manual through a hand wheel, the digit machine would have a motorized movement of the right head. Let's have a look at how the movement of the head can be. Now, here you see a double head cutting machine, and he is fed There you see the head moving towards the right after the distance has been fed. This is a digit machine. Special. When you see the word special along with the name of the machine, it means that the head or the two heads tilt outwards to plus 45 and an additional 22.5 degrees outwards, which means both the heads are capable of tilting to plus 22.5 degrees. the word plus, when you see the word plus, it means that the head's tilting is by motorized arrangement. All other machines would either tilt manually or the heads would tilt through a hydropneumatic arrangement, but in plus machines the tilting of the heads is motorized or by a servo motor. Intermediate angles. Intermediate angles means when the machine, let's say you have a machine in which the heads tilt from 90 to plus 45. And if you want to cut instead of 90 at 80 or plus 80, then you can go behind the machine and set the mechanical end stop so that the machine opens out only up to plus 80 degrees. Okay, this is the rear of the double head saw, and this is an arrangement for controlling the feed of the saw blade, that is how fast or how slow the saw blade comes out. And here is the mechanical end stop arrangement. As you can see, it's got a graduated scale showing different degrees. Now if you want to tilt it to 20, you can set the mechanical end stop and the heads will tilt at 20 degrees. Sequential cut. In sequential cut is a function in gamma swing digit plus machines wherein the left head acts as the cutting head and the right head acts as the feeding head. So when you have this option, which is a software option in the machine, you put the profile in and feed whatever way you want to cut, whether the first cut is at 90 degrees and the length is 500 millimeters, the next cut both the sides would be plus 45 and the length will be, let's say, 1200 millimeters, and then the third cut the angles would be minus 45 and the length would be, let's say, 700 millimeters. This entire sequence can be fed into the machine, and after you say start, after putting the profile, the right head would clamp the profile, the left head would clamp the profile, the left head saw blade would start, it would come out, cut, go back, the left head clamp will unclamp, the right head clamp would remain clamped and the right head would advance by 500 millimeters, and again the left head would clamp and the saw blade would cut.